Hi, I'm Fat and Crafty. Tonight we are going to be trying our hands for the very first time using resin. No, not that resin. We're going to do some epoxy resin jewelry slash keychain slash, I don't know. We're going to make some fun things happen. So we are also going to be watching a fun little comedy. It is old school Hollywood. It's called The Greeks Had a Word for Them, also known as Three Broadway Ladies or Three Broadway Girls. It's from 1932. One of the cool things about this film, I actually haven't watched it, but I've seen some screenshots. They actually said in the little description that Coco Chanel designed costumes for the entire film. She made like 30 designs, including even pajamas. So it's one of the only films that Coco Chanel designed costumes for, which is kind of rad. I think she did two other ones in addition to this one. So let me throw up the poster so you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Some fun. The Greeks had a word for them. So I'm going to throw that on. We're going to turn our camera on so you can kind of see what we're doing here on the screen. And gonna do some resin. Let's go for it. All right. Okay, so we're going to be making stuff here. One of the first things I wanted to do was to, while we're getting ready, actually do some Mod Podge. I printed out a couple things, and a couple of things didn't really work out that well. But, of course, we're going to be making some Wario-themed things because, you know, Wario, he's a prince. So I'm just going to throw some Mod Podge on this really fast, just to give it a little bit of sheen and protect some of this ink. And then we're gonna throw the resin together. So I'll get that going and then we'll throw the video on here as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna throw Mod Podge here and then we're going to throw the video on, just in case I had myself muted. So let's turn that video on real fast. Okay. We are live editing, making this happen. Whoopsie doozle. Okay, here we go. We'll keep our Three Broadway Girls up here. Turn that down a little bit. Alright, let's throw some Mod Podge here and then we'll get to the resin. So I'm just using matte actually. I'd prefer to use glossy, but I don't have any, so we're just going to use a little bit of matte Mod Podge and throw it on here, let this dry for a second, and then we'll get our resin kit out.
The bar shop, please. I'll wait. Shotzi! Shotzi! What do you want? You need to find socks now. You better get dressed. I'll be ready. Well, you better be. It'll be terrible if we miss G. Oh, Polaire, I'm dressed to go out right now. The flower shop? Mr. Harris? Listen, Mr. Harris.
So we're going to let Wario dry here. It's going to bubble up a little bit, but I think that's going to give it a little bit of character. So Mod Podge, if you haven't used it before, which I'm sure you have, Crafter, it dries very, very fast. So looking good already. It's kind of bringing out those colors, which is kind of rad. So we'll put Wario up top and let him dry.
Hurry up, Shotzi. I am hurrying.
And then we are going to check out
I just took the money you gave me for the
this
car
kit
and
I
bought some
got.
more
So
American Talent instead.
I looked around
Yeah, you
for
know,
a
Pop,
good starter
a
kit
car
for
goes out
resin
of style,
because
but
I have no
Talent
idea what
goes
I'm
on
doing.
forever.
So
Oh, I
I
didn't know you were
decided to
in the
check
tower.
out
Did you have a good time with
this.
Oscar and the medicine ball?
Oops, sorry.
Well, anyhow, Jean gets back today. Yeah, Jean.
There we go. The
Yeah, I
ladies
know
are
you don't
talking on the
think she's
phone,
in
so
my
we want to make
class,
sure we're
but you'll
giving
have
them
to
the right
admit
due.
she's awful good
So it's called
company.
Little Windows.
Yeah.
They
Sorry,
actually
she's
gave
awful
me
broke.
this sweet gift.
And you know what
It's
I
a
think,
level.
I think
Make
her
sure
stocks
your
went down.
surface
Maybe
is
she was in
level.
Paris and didn't know how to say salad sauce in French.
Little-windows.com. Check
And
them
anyhow,
out. So,
her fiance's wife
the
will
kit
love
is
it.
really
And
adorable.
it seems
It
that she's a
came in
very
this
narrow-minded
awesome
person. I
little
suppose
pouch.
typical Jean decided to come home.
Lots of love and
Then
care
she's on
packed
down
in
to
here.
France and ought to be in about an
So
hour.
we're going to be using this set of resin. So epoxy resin comes in two parts. You have to mix them, and then that's what kind of activates it. So this is the hardener. This is the actual resin. We're going to be using a couple molds. This is a 1x1 inch mold that it comes with. I also have some other rando molds. This is a dog paw. I have a picture of my dog I'd like to throw on here alongside Wario. So that's my dog Roosevelt. He's a little blue heeler and dachshund mixed together. You can see what a sweet little baby. And so I'm gonna throw some Mod Podge on that as well. I almost forgot. Can't forget Roosevelt. Okay. So just Mod Podge him up real fast, just to make sure we lock in the ink. Put Roosevelt over here with Wario. They have very similar attitudes, so they belong together. So in addition to, of course, the resin and everything else, this kit comes with like fixings for, bracelet, necklace, keychain. It also has some fun, cool stuff like if you want to crop a template. It has an actual thing to dry the resin on. I also bought a larger one because we're going to be doing several of these. Or cure the resin, I suppose. It has photo paper. It has a thing to actually poke a hole if you want to do keychain, etc. I'm not sure why I'm doing this unboxing photo right now. I'm just kind of excited about this cute little kit. So, let's get to the resin. I also got some fixings from another kit that was like a cheapo one from Amazon. And it had like glitter and little beads. So we might throw some of that in there with Wario today. So we'll throw that over there. Okay, see how these guys are doing. Not quite dry. This was the other thing I can't. These two came separately. This is the only one that came with the kit from Little Windows. So these are just ones I picked up. So I'm going to throw the picture of Roosevelt in here, make a little paw pad, keychain, and then we might use one of these because it already has the post drilled, or like not drilled, but what you would be drilling for a keychain or a necklace or something. So that's kind of cool. We'll put these to the side. So we're going to be using specifically the Little Windows resin, and so it has some specific curing instructions. Some people say to use when you're using resin to like light it on fire or use a pressure thing to cure it. We don't have a pressure, basically like a pressure cooker, pressurized thing. But we are going to be using the pour type. So this is like pour, and then use a toothpick or something, move it around, and make sure there's no holes, and that's how you ensure that there's no bubbles. So, first try, we'll see what happens. Little starter kit, here's some instructions. So, we're going to follow their instructions this time, and then, we'll see what happens. So, let's check in with our ladies here. The outfits are pretty rad. I really like the one in the middle. The hat is amazing. I'm into it. Okay.
Well, now that we three are together,
So they're
we can
fighting
talk
over
about
some
making
cones.
plans.
That's exciting.
Plans?
We're going to be
Oh,
using
we can lend you
some
clothes
just
and we can
regular
lend you
old
money. Huh?
gloves
Well,
to
that
make
is
sure
some.
that we're
But the
being
first thing to do is to
safe.
put you back in the swim.
This mix for
I'll tell you what I'll do, Jean.
their
I'm
resin
laying
is
my
actually
good luck
2 to
bracelet
1. A lot of them I've seen
You can wear it
1 to
without
1,
changing.
so that's good that
And
we
tonight
read the
we'll change
instructions.
too,
That's important.
because I've had my bad
So we're going to be
dimes
pouring
turned
those in
on it.
here.
You know, my 10 cent piece with a hole
There's
in
some
it.
time we're going to
Oh,
have to
but
let it
Claire, I don't want to take
rest,
the bad dime.
stir it slowly,
My
etc.
luck's all right.
So we will be
Oh, you're a sport. Can't you keep anything?
working
Why
through
bother?
that.
I tell you what I'll
Okay.
do, Claire. Tomorrow I'll take it down to
So I'm going to mute it, get my gloves on, then we'll rock and roll.
Oh, that's certainly sweet of you, Jean. Not a bean in the world and talking about diamonds. You know, I don't believe any girl ever had any better friends than you two guys. And I want you to know that you haven't got any better friends than I am. Oh, that's sweet of you to say that. Yeah, that's sweet. And as long as we three stick together, I don't care what happens. And I don't guess you do either. And we wouldn't have broken up only I had to go fall in love. But we're not going to break up again, not if I can help it. Because you know that I'm for you, and I know that you're for me. And there's no friends like old friends. It's the three of us. Against the men. Oh, looks like home. New York. And now our plans. What are you going to do? Just a moment. Don't you worry about little Gigi. She's going to be all right. Well, I was just saying to myself this morning as I looked out of that old skyline, well, that's it. If the worst comes to the worst, there's always Pop. While in life is Pop. Huh? Sure, Pop. Oh, you remember Pop. Oh, sure, we remember Pop.
Okay.
What's the matter? Pop isn't dead, I hope.
They are the best of friends.
No, Pop
Very
isn't
sweet.
dead.
I have a couple printed already on some photo paper. I wanted to try just different textures and things. So we got a couple of these right here. We'll put them there. I also found some larger stickers that I'd like to try next time. So these are just stickers for Wario. And I'd like to do what's called like just a dome pour. You pour it on and let it kind of dome up. And I think I'm not quite ready for that. So we're just going to do the regular ones with the mold. Then we're going to rock it out and do some more at some point in the future. Unless we totally destroy this, then we will never talk about resin again in our lives. And we'll pretend like it didn't happen.
You answer my question. What's Pop to you?
Okay, so step 1, her makeup's incredible, and I love the finger wave. Step 1 is going to be pour part A right here, and then add part B. So let's see what happens, because I'm not the best with like cooking or making things happen. I can't follow a recipe, so this might get a little wild here. Let's make sure I have a stir stick.
And have him bring along some nice friend of his who's fun, who'd like to meet a nice girl who's fun too. You don't mind doing that for Jean, do you, Pauline?
Okay.
Give me a wish a
We are pouring part A to the 10mm line.
No, never mind. Well, there's one thing that's got to be understood before Jean meets any friend of mine, and that is she's got to lay off him.
And then we're just going to add part B and slowly stir for 2.5 minutes. Before I do this, I'm going to set a timer for 2.5 minutes, so we're ready to roll there.
I'll change any habits of mine that don't suit you the day you change your face for what I can stand. You don't understand anything about me any more than I do about you, you poor blonde ball. Don't you call me a blonde ball.
Okay,
She can't help it if
we're ready with that. Let's do our
do
pour to 10mm. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to put it right there.
Oh, you always take her side. I take the side of the party that's right.
I'm like super nervous to pour this. I don't know why. What's the worst that can happen, really?
Big mouth. You got a rat.
Pretty thick. I don't know if you can see that.
Now get a towel and towel wipe that beer. All right. Now see if there's anything besides beer in this straw. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you ought to be ashamed of yourself fighting about a man you haven't even met yet.
Yeah, you haven't even met him yet, ladies.
All the time. Oh, well, I always said she was on the level and more fun. Well, I always said you were more
Why don't we say on the level anymore?
I'm not
That's a great,
anymore. I'm broke and
great
disillusioned,
thing.
and that makes me bitter.
Okay.
Oh, poor
We're putting the top back
Well,
on
one
this
thing, knowing
guy,
the panty to one will get to the
so we
other.
don't spill it later.
Oh, well, you can have my good luck bracelet.
Part B. Okay, we're adding 5 milliliters of Part B, which will fill the cup to 15 milliliters total. They are awesome with these very direct instructions. Thank you, Little Windows.
Get a regular guy on nothing.
Girls can't do math over here, at least this one.
Having girl trouble day?
Okay,
Girl trouble? No
we
father,
added our
why?
5.
You rolled your dice, but you haven't...
Now we are going to
I'm sorry, Father.
stir for 2.5 minutes, slowly,
All right, W. Take it.
and then we're going to let the mixture
Yes,
set.
what it is. A telephone for Mr. Davies.
Scraping the sides and bottoms. Okay, well,
Telephone.
2.5 minutes is going to be a really long time,
It's
y'all.
a lady, sir. Of course it is. It's always a lady.
But you know what?
I
We got
believe it's the
3
lady, Mr. Davies. You'll have to
Broadway
excuse me,
girls to
Father.
help us out. I hope this is slow enough. It doesn't say like,
Oh, hello, darling.
Listen, darling.
it doesn't
will you
give
be
me a
free from here at
speed
the party
as
tonight?
far as stirring slowly.
Of course,
So
I'd love to.
I can tell there's
Well,
bubbles
now,
in
you've
it
got to bring
already.
along someone nice for G.
So
Who'll you get?
I'm not going to tell you now. I'll wait till you meet him.
I think probably the
Bye,
more
darling.
vigorously you stir, the more bubbles, I would assume.
Wild oats. They're only young
And
ones,
from what I'm
sir.
learning,
I
bubbles
haven't
are not
forgotten.
our friends in resin. Although they do look
Okay.
kind of cool in some designs. I like the bubbles. They look like little galaxies. But we want a clear, no bubble resin. Or at least the fewest bubbles as possible. So we're stirring slowly, I guess. I don't know if it's one direction. I don't know. I don't know if I'm stirring this enough. Look at all my anxiety over resin. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Say, listen, you owe me 5 pairs of $16 stuff. Oh, and quit clapping and shut up. Shut up yourself. Every time I lend you a pair, you promise to give it back and you never do. She keeps yapping about stuffing. When I think of the champagne I lent her. Where's my ermine coat? Your ermine goat, you mean? Yeah, my little gold comb you borrowed last winter didn't give back. You gave it to me. I lent it to you. You gave it to me for Christmas. I lent it to you for Christmas.
Oof.
Hello, Oscar. Oh, good evening, Miss Lemon. My table? Right here.
Lent it to you for
what have you got
Christmas.
then,
I don't know if I
kill us,
believe her.
blind us, or burn holes in our clothing. They've got good cordon rouge here. Very expensive, huh? Did I ask you the price of this? No. So if you don't know who I am, you better ask some of the waiters. Now, put some champagne on ice and then bring a menu. Yes. Well, where are these friends of yours? I'm not in the habit of being kept waiting in speakeasies. You know, I can call up 500 girls here, London,
This
Paris,
guy's a
Berlin,
dick.
Vienna.
I can call up 500 girls.
You won't, though, will you? Well, I hope you didn't think that.
I'm,
was
like,
a novel
already
bonus.
over
As long as
this
it wasn't a
dude.
threat, I don't care. But I've got the 3 best bets on the whole West Side for you tonight. My own
Okay,
girl's one of them.
that's our
So keep her
timer.
bright. Well, don't think that I'm an
It's
anxious
2.5 minutes. We're gonna
variety,
let
you know, it's the
this
spice of life. Well,
rest
there we are. Well, where
for
are they?
5
I think you'll
minutes
find the ladies in the bathroom.
to fully blend and allow bubbles to rise. Okay, I'm gonna put a little spoon here, a little mixer. I'm gonna set this guy for us.
Tennis the right of them, tennis the left of them. Onward, onward, over the 600.
We'll watch it in the corner. Okay, let's set a timer for
Hotel me.
5 minutes.
Hotel.
You'll see. Well, here they are.
Doing that.
Dean and Polaire. Always together, thicker
Cut
than
our
thieves, out for no good.
gloves off
I
for
call them
just
the
a
three
second, put them back on in a
Musketeers of
second.
Riverside Drive.
Faith, hope, charity.
You should be on the stage.
Oh, we've been. Ladies of folly. Yeah, plenty of folly. We've been glorified.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous that I'm doing this wrong, but like, what does it really matter? Like, what stakes are we really at right now? Who
Yes,
cares?
I've seen you often at the races.
The races.
Oh, maybe it was a polo. I wouldn't forget you. You are good looking, you know. Yes, isn't he? Yes, I never forget a face. I'll sit by you. Only that happens to be my place. Well, all right, all right. I don't see why you have to be so fussy. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Any old portrait song.
I love this lady's attitude. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, we're gonna cut up some Wario in the meantime. Look at this sweet little guy. Being sad, being happy. So these are the kind of badges,
Well, how about this?
the stamps from Mario Party Superstars, of course. And then we have a couple, you know, smooth moves Mario, or Wario, sorry. Very sad Wario.
The lady will have a large club. One large club. Anything for me, old man. I'm having mine.
So we will do some cutting here.
I play the piano.
Is that all?
Well, I took
Oh, is that
tambourine
all?
lessons, but I gave them up when I was very young.
Oh, dear, a comic as well. He happens to play it a little better than anyone else in the world.
You heard me.
Why shouldn't
So
I
this is
have
our
heard you?
fancier
I'm allowed in
looking
public places.
photo
I
paper
thought you two
version.
could get together about music.
I take piano lessons myself, Mr. Feldman. I just love music. Yeah, I hate it.
So you like mine?
We shall see. Oh, quit
So the
crapping, don't spoil
other
the
resin
party.
kit I got also included some
I
fun
don't know where home is, but I know I'll find a lot quicker by
tchotchkes,
myself than I will hanging around with you two four flushes.
little cogs
I
and
come back
things
from
in
college
addition
after
to
all I've
some
been through, and you
glitter.
talk big about helping me get a new start in life.
So we'll have to figure out what we want to add to one of the Wario pendants.
Piano player, that's
I
a
think
good
some
one.
glitter for
Not a
sure.
piano player, a pianist, please.
The same thing to me.
Yeah, but this piano player happens to get paid $2,500
I think
every
purple
time he
glitter,
plays.
maybe purple or
How often do you play?
I like the
Well,
bigger
never less than 3, never more than 4 times a week.
gold glitter.
3 or 4
Oh, there's some
times a week at
purple.
25.
It's like a light purple. Might looks
Well,
nice.
I'm
Yeah.
not too proud to apologize.
We're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds left before that's ready to go. So
Not bad, then.
after it's
I'll tell you
fully
more about it in
blended,
the
we're
morning.
gonna
What do you
skim
mean?
off the
You
top
can tell an
layer.
awful lot about the liquor you drink
Trying
tonight
to figure out how to do
before
that.
you find your hat the next morning.
And
Your
then
first name is Jane.
That's the first thing. Yeah.
What
Pour.
year were you with the Follies?
pour resin.
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies.
I thought this would take a lot
Years
longer. I
and
was
years ago.
thinking it would need to cure for
I
like a
wanna talk
very
to you
long
in the
time.
bar.
What's your pleasure?
So
Boris Feldman's a great fellow.
Wasted on
I guess we're gonna
jeans.
fill it halfway
Wasted on
before
him.
we add
So
in
it seems.
That's the point.
our
isn't it,
pictures
darling?
potentially.
I'd like to say something personal.
Oh. Go on, say it.
You're an Italian, aren't you?
We'll see how it
You
works.
must be a traveling man.
We're gonna
In a
cut these
way.
guys up.
But I know women. Blonde
So
Italian
they're
is the most
ready?
beautiful thing on earth.
You Russian?
This guy's a sweet talker.
Russian.
I'm a big fan of him.
Oh, say. Hello, Pop. Did you call me up? No, I'm not at home. I'm with Jean and Polaire. Where? Oh, in a sort of a drugstore.
You know what gives me more trouble than anything else in the world?
She's funny.
Well, it might be your income tax. It might be your waistline.
Neither. Getting rid of the women who fall in love with me.
No.
This guy's an asshole. I do not like him.
Women who love me never want to let me go.
Okay, there's Roosevelt, my dog.
Well, in every man's
It's very
life, he has
important.
one dream that
He's gonna be poured
he's sure will
into
never come true.
this palm
He
mold.
dreams that
There we
there's
go.
always some woman
Put him right
somewhere
here.
who'll say, nothing ever lasts. I knew this wouldn't. But I never
Getting
had
glitter
anything like
everywhere
it
already.
before, so good luck
Have him
and goodbye.
Opened it up.
You leading up to calling me your dream girl?
I may be. But you're going to fall in love with me.
Okay.
No, tell me more.
I'm going to play just for you.
Play the piano?
Senor, if you don't fall in love with
Oh,
me after I
5
play
minutes is
for you
done.
tonight, you can take the
Let's
price
see
of
here
a
after I'm
mint
gonna
coat
cut
from
this
me.
one really fast and then we'll look to see if there's any
The best?
bubbles we can get rid of.
Don't say what I get if I win.
Well, I thought that was understood. Anything, everything.
Oh, I'll
Okay.
take you up.
I mean,
Waiter, I'm looking for a place to wash
Trying to
my
see.
hands.
There's a room there marked gentlemen. But don't let that stop you. You go right in.
I don't really see that many bubbles. There are like little tiny baby bubbles on the top.
Yes?
Well, just to make it
So, I'm
you
trying to
bet
see if
this
we can
against
see
the
them.
mint coat. Is it done?
Might
Is
be
it
few.
done? Mister, I'm human.
I don't think there's that many. It
Sorry,
says to
ladies and
skim
gentlemen,
off the
2
top,
o'clock. Closing time.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I want to skim off the top. Maybe I should, though. I should probably follow the directions, right? So skim off top layer and any remaining bubbles. So let's do some skimming really fast before we finish cutting these. And then we'll
You gotta be home. What do you want to
start pouring, I guess.
Did you get a telephone call, huh?
Where do you live?
Central Park West.
We're going to skim
I think you go to my
into
place.
this fun little piece. A little extra thing. I don't know how much off the top we need to skim. Doesn't really give me a lot of info though. There are some bubbles up here though.
This is the
Get
way to
rid of
listen to
those.
music. Just lying around, half cockeyed in the dark.
That's the way to listen to anything. Music or live. This is a life, all right, only some people don't know it. Hey, Dave. What do you think of Jean falling asleep?
Well, we skimmed off the top. I don't really know
Well, she said she
what they
didn't
want
like
from us,
the
y'all.
vampire.
I know, but that's a fine way to act
So,
when no one invites you to their house.
That's there. Let's get a couple of these ready for our mold. And then we'll pour.
That's that.
Oh, should we have some light? Certainly, if it doesn't disturb your friends.
What time is it?
Why, it's after 4.
After 4? Gee, I gotta go home. I can't sit up all night listening to you play the piano. I got a golf lesson at 9 in the morning. I'll go upstairs and get my
Golf
coat.
lesson. She sounds pretty exciting.
Oh,
They're not
where's
super
something
precise
for us?
cuts.
Gee,
If I
boy,
wanted
you've
to
been
get
holding out on
really
me.
precise, I
I
would
didn't know you could
put it
really
on
play.
a Cricut machine and cut it
Really?
But you
that
can,
way.
really. I knew you had something.
But we're just playing with resin for the first time, so we're not going to do anything super fantastic or
I don't
professional
want to
looking.
talk. I hate people who can talk.
So do I. But tell me, where did you learn what you know about music?
Somebody sat me down on a piano stool when I was a kid.
What made you get up?
That's a long story, and I hate long stories. Yeah, so do I. Come on, everybody, let's have a little drinky.
I just love
Come into my study. I can
her
talk to you
makeup
better there.
and her
We won't
outfit.
disturb
She looks
your friend's
amazing.
slumber.
Good job, Coco Chanel.
Well, perhaps a little more music might help.
Well, I'll be...
I'm not doing great with cutting our good friend Wario out here. Well, that's okay.
I can make it honest to you.
We
No,
can
you
Bob
couldn't.
Ross's thing
I
and
haven't got
happy
the
little
guts.
accents
Now,
and all
don't
that.
talk like a fool.
Why not? I am a fool. I've got just enough sense to realize that you're a divine artist
Okay.
that I object to.
Well, why
There's
do you
one.
Because nothing that's divine's any fun. And anything that's not fun is out as far as I'm concerned. I mean, get this.
See what that's gonna look like in
I'm
there.
not proud. Only old
Oh, he looks pretty great.
you are. Well, why doesn't he stand up for his right
Kick
and
him
do
out.
something?
Right? I haven't any right. Palaya's not my property.
Well, Feldman's mine. All the orcs to pick from, and you had to bring a piano player.
What's wrong with that?
Make this a little more
I'm not worried.
circular.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. Anyway, I think this party's seen better days. Why don't we all go out somewhere for breakfast?
Yes, well, I'm for that. I
Yeah,
do anything
go
to get
get
that
some
kid
fucking
up
grapes,
out of
bro.
here. Playing the piano for my personal property.
I can make you work.
I tell you, I'm too lazy. I'm no good. I know I'm no good.
If you're good enough for Boris Feldman, you're good enough for the world. Would you kindly leave us alone?
I just wanted to tell you that Mr. Emery's taking us all
Looking
out.
good.
Well, if he takes you out, I'll be perfectly satisfied.
Okay.
No man living can make a
Do
quack
sad
like that and get
Wario. What
away
do y'all
with it.
think?
Hey, would you mind stepping here just half a second, please? Sure.
I'm gonna leave a little white with sad Wario.
I don't want to take advantage of my friend's day, but you're very fond of this girl. I made her a proposition. Let her study with me for 2 years, and I'll make her rich and famous.
What the hell is
I
this
don't see why
about?
that's taking advantage of me. She won't have me make her anything but notorious.
I don't want to be famous and I don't have to be rich.
I never give advice except when I'm tight, so...
Listen,
I think
I'm
you
gonna
better pick
make
him up and
you
do
a
what he tells
star. All you gotta do
Isn't
is
that what
anything I
everything
tell
between
you.
you and me?
Well, why does that follow?
Doesn't it, Feldman?
Obviously.
Okay,
She'll have to travel with my company,
let's
Go on my
pour some
tours.
resin, y'all.
spend her summers in Europe
We're gonna
studying.
put
Now, will you
these
tell her
guys
that
right
I can
here.
offer her more than you, or will you stand in her way? Oh, I don't want to stand in her way, but...
Well, there may be some point in my stepping out of
We'll
your
get some
way.
glitter out. I think we wanted to
I've
do
chosen. I'm bad
purple
for him,
glitter?
but I may be of some use to myself. When do we start?
Right away.
boop boop boop.
That's a little sudden.
Oh man,
No, it
glitter's
isn't.
gonna be all over my desk
It's better to have
forever.
everything straight like that.
Okay,
It's simpler.
maybe
You
some
are
gold
a
glitter,
fourth day.
little,
Oh, that's
little
all right.
chunks.
But, don't forget me if you fall off the piano stool. None of that. You're mine now, and I'm jealous. Always in the course of a long evening, somebody always drinks a toast.
Okay, apparently he owns
Usually with
her.
less excuse than I've got.
What a world. Not
Well.
a fan.
Here's to Polaire's future.
Okay,
Polaire's future.
this is the little purple stuff,
Why?
and this is.
Because she's promised to give me her
gold.
hand. I did not say her hand, and I'm going to help her to make
I like
me
the
famous.
gold because it's
He thinks he
a
can
lot
teach me to play
bigger.
the piano well
The
enough to
chunks
get
are
paid
bigger.
for it.
She's promised to work. I'll get you some coffee. I'll help
So,
you. Next, I keep my coffee.
next
Same
step.
places.
Just a
Boop.
moment. Do I win that bet?
What bet?
Make
you
sure
or
the
did you
mold is
not set me
level.
a mixed
We
coat that you'd make me
totally
love
did
you?
that, but let's just double
did.
check with our cute little
Well,
gift
you haven't
from
made me.
Little Windows.
$5,000, didn't we say?
Mostly
5,000, yes.
Count it
kind of
yourself.
level.
That's what I call high, wide, and handsome. Handsome is the handsome does.
Fill each cavity
I
halfway or
keep on saying
more,
your
then
handkerchief.
slide photos in.
Thanks,
Push
no, I
gently
didn't win
from the
it.
bottom. Embed and
I won
arrange
much
any
more.
other items you want to put in your raisin.
I can't remember when I've had a
Okay.
more profitable evening.
I'm gonna get
I'll be going home,
one
I
of the
guess.
Wait a minute.
sliding tweezer tools out of this kit real
I
fast.
suppose you know you've made a little fool of yourself? I've always known that, my dear. Oh, yeah? Well, this party certainly died the death. I'm going home. What's your hurry? I'm not thinking of going yet. All right, then take off your coat and stick around a while. I'm cold. All right, keep it on then. Come on, Day, let's go in the kitchen and get some coffee. Cold? What's this? Well, when I did that, I was hot. Your methods have never been exactly subtle, have they? They usually work. Which one were you planning that for, Feldman or Day?
So we
My
have little
business.
tweezers that came with the
I'm sorry,
cheapo
Dee.
Amazon
Can I
kit,
help you
and then we
Feldman
have
like this? Try it
just a
on Dave.
large toothpick, just in
He's
case
a
we need it.
swell guy. Oh, don't bother
So
me.
we
I'm
are going to
busy.
pour. I hope this is even like enough to pour.
I thought you'd gone.
I'm waiting for the Marines to drag me out.
Okay, we're gonna pour half in here.
I've done my best to get rid of them.
Well, I'd rather you told them that I'd gone home.
You're shy. I like that.
I'm just not used to letting people in on my business the way you do.
Where are you going?
I'm going home to get a few things.
Well, it's just 10 minutes to 5. I'll give you those 10 minutes.
I'll be back. No, not while Dave's still here.
Okay, slide photos and gently push the bottom. We should probably put our glove back on. Just a second.
Has she gone?
Yes, she's gone.
I'm going too.
Well, goodbye.
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 Okay, bye.
I guess you're right. Even even suspect we've overstayed our welcome. You may be right there, too.
Get your own hat and coat, Dave.
I'll do that.
Has Jean gone yet?
Yes, she's gone home.
I wonder where that is.
I haven't the faintest idea. Well, no hard feelings, I hope, old man.
Of course there are. Still, I wish you luck since we may not meet again.
Nice.
Good night.
Nice.
Okay. Let's try Sad Mario or Wario first. I don't know why I keep saying Wario. He's real sad today. We're gonna slide him in. I don't know. I guess just put him on top and push him down. I don't know what to do. Oh, he
Our
is
program
changing
continues
fast.
with Lucille Oliver singing Tossie's Goodbye.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna shove him down. Oop, there he goes. Okay.
Well,
I say
I
to
don't know
give
if
you
you can
back your
see.
5,000.
why?
Starting to get covered there.
Ask me no questions and I'll tell you no lies.
We'll put this guy
Keep it.
here next.
I didn't win it.
Oh, yes, you did.
He's on glossy, heavier
You
paper, so I
tried
think
to
he's
make me
gonna
love
do a
you
little
so
better
much.
here
You want me
than
to?
Sad Wario. But you know the sound he would make. We're doing this. Whoa! Just joking. That's a little more Joey.
As I see
Wha-
you are.
Sorry, Wario. Okay.
Have a little drinky and then I'll go.
This is our last guy. What is going on? Alright, whatever. I'm using my hand. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, you too.
Sorry to hurry you, my dear, but,
I'm just gonna stick him in there, I
How many
guess.
blonde Italians have you known?
Looking pretty good.
only one.
Don't want to like move them around too much, but you know, we want them in the right place. Sad Wario is migrating here quite a bit.
Oh,
Let's get
I
him
wonder where my dress is.
in the right place.
I did have a dress once. Pardon my appearance.
Okay, those are
I
hanging
find it
out.
hard to.
So we're gonna read.
Oh, this
She's
is the
very
most
subtle.
wonderful couch in the world.
Embed and arrange
Mind
any
if
other
I stay
items.
here?
Wait 10 minutes and use the mixing mug to remove any stubborn
Just what do
bubbles.
you
Cover
want?
again. Blah blah blah.
I want to take piano lessons.
It doesn't say
You
like
won
when
that
to
bet.
put more
Did I?
stuff in
Want to
there.
win it?
I'm afraid I did.
I guess we put some glitter in there and then
Let it ring.
we
I'm sleepy.
give it a few? I don't know. I'm gonna get a little spoon again.
Step away.
Okay. Just gonna
Been
get
gone.
a shimmer. I think Sad Wario is gonna get just a little bit of purple glitter here. Okay. So I didn't use this large scoop section. Obviously, I didn't want a lot. I just kind of got some on here and shook it off and then flicked it. Just because this stuff kind of gets everywhere and it's so small. I think we're gonna go with this
Take me down.
Yes.
this one next here. It's kind of a mixture of different glitter. Looks like big and small, which is great.
I like you, Dave. Don't take things too hard.
Oh, I like you too, Shatsy. Thanks. Good night.
Good night.
I think,
Driver,
I don't
drive
know.
around the park.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's pretty thick glitter. Just kind of.
Drive around the park for a while.
Okay. And then we'll leave the other one without glitter, I guess. Put a little golden sad Wario too. Okay. There we go. We got some gold glitter and the what? Wario. Some purple and gold and sad Wario. And no glitter here on this other Wario. He's got a lot of bubbles on him though, so we'll let that cure, it says, for 10 minutes. We'll start a little
Hello.
thing,
Yeah, this
watch
is
a
she.
movie, and then we'll get,
Hospital? What hospital? Taxi accident? Is she hurt badly? I'll be right over.
I think we threw more of this on here right now. I got some glitter in there. That's smart.
Either my
Check that
driver
out.
was a drinking man or he doesn't like milk wagons. I never should have
Yeah, I
let Jean
think
have my bad
I don't know, I
time.
might
Well,
be doing
I'll
this
call
wrong,
Dave.
but
Oh, no. No, that's all washed up. Well, where was Feldman? Yeah, that was too good to be true. Well, what do you want to do? Get well?
it's definitely
Get my
moving the
bad
glitter
time back
around.
and
which
get
is-
good and even. Good and even with who?
Interesting.
With that big stiff Jean. Jean? Yes. She beat me to it. Jean and Feldman. What? I wonder how they'll get on.
Just kind of throwing these in here to even it out. They're not quite gonna fill up with these 15. I'm probably making a ton of bubbles dropping it in like this. Okay. I'm gonna put just a little more glitter on top of this.
But I saw you
guy.
asleep.
Say, listen, I
Just
just
make
called
sure it's
you up to tell you
consistent.
that from now on I sleep when I please, and with or without music.
Well, don't write wire.
Emma? Come here. Take this address book and get on that telephone. We've got to see where we go from here.
Okay.
Yes, Miss Jean.
All right,
Where
these
do I
guys are a
begin?
little
Start
more
at the beginning and
consistent
go right
now
through.
with the
I'm back in
glitter.
circulation.
Hopefully, we will put the glitter away.
Oh, come on, tell me.
And then, I want to pour some here
Tell me
for
what you hear from Shotzi
this
and
guy.
Polay.
I'm gonna let this go for 10 minutes, it says, and then see if there's any bubbles. So,
What do you hear from Polaire?
letting that
Oh,
happen.
nothing. I thought she'd where I saw her last at Feldman's flat.
We are glitter everywhere, y'all.
Well, now that
Okay.
we've got that off our mind, what have you got in your hip? Well, I can't understand why he didn't get there. I'm sure he said lunch, and I waited as long as I could. I had this appointment at 3:30, you know. But if he comes in, ask him to call me here. I wouldn't worry if I were you. Life isn't so easy these days that a girl can afford not to worry. Who's in that booth? That Miss Sutro? I believe it is, Miss. Who's in that next booth?
I'm
It's your friend,
sneezing
Miss
from the
Lauren.
glitter. Sorry about that. Okay. We got our little puppy paw here, and so I want to put more
Well, hello, you. Hello, yourself.
actual
Where you been keeping yourself? Ask her
resin.
questions, I tell no
Um,
lies. Where's Polaire?
I feel like
Ask me
we're
any
just gonna
questions you
mix a
want to. I
new
can keep my
version of
trap
it
shut.
because
How's Feldman?
that stuff's already
Oh,
mixed, and I don't want
I knew
to
that
F it
was
up.
last. Well, our temperament for it suited. Who'd you
So
have
we're
lunch
gonna
with today?
do.
Oh, what's it to you? Well, I don't know
Just-
if it's anything to me,
Oh,
only I
shit.
had a luncheon
We're
engagement.
good. We're
with Pops, and
good.
he
We
didn't
got
take it.
resin everywhere. We're
So a little
totally
snooping seems
fine.
in order.
This is why you wear your gloves, y'all.
Oh, ask him to wait. Ask him to come in. This is my
Don't be an
territory,
idiot
Alpha
like
Pony.
me and not
Knowing
wear
your
your gloves.
habits, I want to be sure
Okay.
of that. Oh, hello.
Let that settle for a second.
You've met Mr. Emery, haven't you?
Hello, Shasty.
You know I've met him. She thought you were Pop.
No.
I can't imagine why he's so fretful about Pop. Are you two playing around together now? Well, he's my fiancé. Not that we're engaged or anything like that. That's like you. What is? Trying to take your best friend's man away from her. And you don't look so hot either. What do you mean? She gave him up, didn't she?
Hey, we're going out to have a little drink. You
Why
want to
are
join
you
us?
This way to the hearing from me
fighting?
department. Say anything you've got to say about me, you say before me. I wouldn't say what I've got to say about you before anybody.
Okay.
Now listen, young man, I've got news
That's
for you.
part A.
At least I think a lot less of you if it isn't news. I'm not supposed to tell you, but now that I see what that baby's up to. Did you know
We didn't
Uncle
fill
Ed's
it
in the
quite
hospital?
full
Yeah,
to
ever since that
10.
night of Feldman. What
We filled
hospital?
it
Where
to
hospital?
7.
Sorry about that drink. I'm going.
So
Hey, you can't get away with that. Well, you can't talk this up right
we
now.
make sure we only fill it 3 more.
That because it's new. This because it's me.
Well, I always knew you were a prince, but I never dreamed you were such a glutton for punishment.
The recipient places the ring on the usual finger and kisses the donor.
Wait a minute. How do you know I won't walk out on you again?
Whoa. If I make you happy, you won't want to. And if I don't, well, I deserve to lose you.
Yeah. So we already got Resin accidentally part
Talk to your
part A
father,
right
then.
there. Just
Till then, I'm
kind
not
of
holding you to any
terrible
promises
and fun.
made.
Okay.
Except
Now
one.
for 2.5
that?
minutes we are
That
going
you still
to
like me.
mix this
Darling.
bad boy up.
Well, we'll bury the hatchet. And have a little drinky, huh? Well, all right, yes. Oh, remember what happened to Mary Queen of Scots? Yeah. It's for you, Mr. Oh, bless. Hello?
Look at that.
This is
What is
me.
going on with her hair? What is happening?
What's the matter? It's Pop. What about Pop? He's passed. Where? Out. Oh. It makes me feel a little queer. Yeah, me too. It makes me realize how fond I was of Pop. Me too.
Mm.
Oh, I'm gonna miss something terrible. Me too. You? Any objection to me missing Pop? Yes, I have. Why? Well, it don't seem respectful to his memory. Oh, is that so? And when I think of the way you took advantage of him. Me? Yes, you. How did I ever take advantage of Pop? Were you ever after anything but his money? Oh, you like your nerve. And when I think I could have saved him from you if I had the time. You say Pop from me? Maybe it isn't too late yet. Too late for what? For me to get busy, call out the reserves, get into action, and leave you holding the bag. Hey, wait, come here, man. Take this thing off my head. What are you going to do? Come here.
Will you come in, please?
We are stirring for 2.5 minutes.
You
And
ladies
then
will
we're
sit
gonna let
down.
it sit
I'll
for
call Mr.
5.
Garrett.
And then we're gonna do the puppy paw.
I
So
don't
that'll
like
be
this.
fun.
Well, you got to go through with it.
How do you do?
How do you
Yeah,
do?
we should
Which
be
is Mr.
coming
Thorpe?
up
I am. This is Miss Gwynn.
I've heard both your
here.
names.
30 more seconds.
This is a painful occasion, ladies.
There is.
There's a
My
lot more
client
bubbles in this
and your
one,
late
probably because
friend,
I'm
as you
stirring
know,
a little
Mr.
faster
Thorpe,
than I should
was
be.
a man who all his life
But
did
hopefully
things
within
his
that
own
5
way.
minutes, these bubbles will rise up.
Are you trying to tell me something's wrong?
No, my dear
And then we'll
lady,
skim the
not
top
a
like we
thing.
did before with the other one.
Only a little ceremony, for which my client left most strict instruction. Is the other lady ready?
Okay.
Yes.
What other lady?
Just a moment, please. Show her in.
Yeah, what other lady? So that one's Carrie.
Will you come in, please?
We have a minute and a half left on these. Just check to see if it has any bubbles. And I have just a mess going on here.
You sit there, Miss
With
Lauren.
epoxy and glitter. I highly recommend getting silicone mats for your desk or your work area, because if you're messy like me, that's what happens.
You may proceed.
Bring these over here, check these out. Ooh, he made a record of his last request. going on there?
Being in sound health and body, I wish to make a few remarks in my own voice to supplement what I have already put in writing.
Do people do that? Do people make videos, I guess, now?
He
Probably.
has a cold. He had a cold.
I have of late years been associated with 3 young women, known as Jean, Shatsy, and
She
Polaire.
has a very wicked
For
sense of
Polaire,
humor.
I have only the highest but most disinterested esteem. I have embodied my feelings for Shatsy in my will. I take this
Okay,
means,
20 more
however,
seconds.
of warning my executors against the scheming of the one named Jean.
That's a lie.
I knew
Ooh,
you'd say
Jean
that. Sit
Schemer.
down.
Is there anything else, madame?
No, I don't think so. What do you want, Shopsy? A large club. Say,
Okay,
remember
that's
stupid
10
we're ordering
minutes.
breakfast. Try to have it here before the middle of the afternoon.
Goal is to
Yes,
get rid
madame.
Can you beat that?
of
A yes,
bubbles.
madam waiter, and a yes, ma'am menu. I'm glad I told Day to bring his father here this afternoon and not for lunch. Wouldn't it be a terrible mistake if they came for dinner? Not a chance. They'll be here this afternoon at 4.
So there's some bubbles around the edges.
Hello?
Just gonna kind of move those around. I'll bring
What
this
do
up
you
so you can
want?
kind of see.
It's Jean. What do you want to see us
A lot of
about?
glitter.
I'll make it some other time. I'm busy this
Not a lot of
afternoon.
bubbles. This one has some bubbles on the side here, so I'm gonna
All
poke
right,
those out. I
then. 3
actually
o'clock.
also got
Will that be all,
some
madame?
glitter, so I'm gonna pull that
That's
out
all.
with this
Slam.
toothpick.
Yes, madame.
Whoopsie doozle.
No. Wait a minute. Is that all the clothes you've got?
Come on.
I don't think I understand you, madame.
Well, have you got a real butler suit? Can you get a real butler suit?
Yes, madame.
Very well then, Jeeves. You're going to be our butler for about half an hour.
I'm assuming this is probably the
When that thing
time
shows
where
up,
you
we'll
want
show
to
our
get
family
rid
the kind
of
that'll knock their
any
eye out.
glitter,
Yes,
move
great.
it
You can get
around
over
the
that
right
in a year.
way.
You be back here at
You
3
feel
o'clock
like
with
it's
that
not,
butler suit and says tea. We
you
won't want
know,
you for long. Now you understand?
Yes,
in
madame.
the right configuration. This is probably when you want to do the last changes here. For this one, I'm going to push the glitter a
Is this
little
suit for the
deeper.
butler?
Yes, miss.
Was she in?
I'll see if she's at home, miss.
I'm
What
gonna
name shall I
move
take?
the glitter for this one
Lauren.
away from the eyes, so it's not like too crazy
Won't
on
you
there.
be seated, miss?
Just a moment. By any chance, is your name Meadows?
No, miss. Herbert Scroggin.
Okay, this one has quite a. Ooh,
That's
got
all I
glitter right
wanted
there.
to know.
This one has quite a few bubbles. I don't know if you can see right here.
Gee, my dear,
There's
how
several
are you?
little baby
No
bubbles
one
right there.
knows. Well, but
So,
you came here to be insulting. I didn't come here with a handful
let's
of
try and
calling
mix
cards.
those out.
Gee, my dear.
I mean, I know
it's
this isn't gonna be
wonderful to see
perfect,
you
so
again. You're looking too
I
long
am
yourself,
prepared
my
for
dear.
some bubbles,
Believe it or
but
not.
if they're pretty visible
Why,
right
we're
now,
forgetting
I
Jean
think
hasn't
it's
had her
possible to
tea
get them
yet.
out of there.
Shall I call Joan Shafting? Why not? Oh, here he is now. How are all the other
If I'm
slaves on the
super
old
into this, I'm
plantation,
gonna
eh?
make a
Oh,
pressure
there you
pot
have me, ma'am.
so that
Shall I call?
for
If you
future resin pours, you can just put in the
Creedy?
pressure pot for
No.
over for like 12 hours
How
or
wise
so.
she is not to take
Low
Creedy.
pressure.
You're
I
too
saw
busy found
a
for the good,
YouTube
aren't
video
you?
that was pretty awesome about how to make one just out of a plastic bucket,
That's a cute little jacket.
a bike valve,
This? Yes.
some glue.
Where did you
So,
get
I'm
it?
gonna try that out.
I shot it in my own kitchen.
Unless I absolutely hate this. And then I'm gonna,
Did you get that
I
thing
don't
you're
know,
wearing?
make something else
Oh,
with the
this?
bucket I bought.
Oh, the man who made it is so well known, you never even heard of him. Oh, certain
These
guys.
girls are vicious to each other. Come on. Let's all raise each other up, ladies.
Chinchilla. It don't last till you get it home. Yeah? Well, it lasted till it got home to me. Look. Got these since I saw you last. They're real. Knew they were. I can always tell real pills. Even when they're such little ones.
Oh, is that so? Well, some of these are so little.
And some of them aren't so real, are they?
Why do they hate each other?
So, well, I didn't come here to be high-headed, and nobody gets away with it.
What did you come here for?
I came here because I made up my mind you better be told where you get off. Nobody gets away with double-crossing me.
Who's double-crossing you?
Now, don't tell me you didn't put Fox up for that photograph gang.
Oh, now, Jean, I swear.
And I suppose you didn't take Day Emery away from me just as I got started on him. And Polly, I gave him
I
up and
feel
said I
like
could
this
have
is
him.
probably
Polly, I
like
didn't
a
want to give him up, and you
futile
knew it anyway, didn't you? Never mind what I did.
situation, just constantly trying to get Bubbles out, but you
Hello?
know,
Oh,
what
yes,
if it
dear.
actually helps? I don't know.
When, now? Well,
Trying to
all right.
also move the glitter away from his face
You've
just
got
a
to
little
go.
more than
I've got to what? Go. They're on the
it
way.
is
They just
now.
tell us.
Yeah, you gotta go
Okay,
to that business here
I
this
think that's
afternoon.
good.
It's private business. Well,
Let's
is it so private you
give a
can't let an
look
old
here.
friend in on it?
Yes, Jean, I'm sorry, but it is.
can kind of see
Well, that's what I
the
call carrying
little
things
tiny
too
bubbles
far.
around the sides are
Keeping
gone.
secrets from your oldest
Big
friend.
bubble. This one's
So, and
gone.
your oldest friend out
Definitely
in the
not
street.
perfect.
I'm sorry, Jean.
Oh, why should I be interested anyway?
Oh,
But-
Jean,
For the love of life to you.
Not the
I'll have to
worst.
tell her.
Looking
Oh, no,
cute.
don't
Sad
tell
Mario's
me.
got
Oh,
some,
no,
or Wario.
don't
I don't know
tell
why I
me.
keep saying Wario.
It's so private. Don't
Sad
speak, you're telling
Wario
me.
has some
What
pretty
is it?
glitter in him. So it says, wait another 10
I'm
minutes
going to be married.
and
You're going to be married. Who to?
check, I guess.
Well, now, I don't
So
want
let's
to talk
cancel
about
this,
this.
start again. Now
Day Emery.
we're going back to this one. We're gonna
You're gonna marry
skim off the
Day
top
Emery?
like we did the last
Yes.
time.
And he's bringing his father here.
Now?
So this
Yes,
is
look me
for
over.
the puppy paw.
Well, you see, Jean, Day wouldn't want anyone else here.
Oh.
So we're trying to get
Oh,
the
I
bubbles
see.
off the top of this one.
Well, why not let the old man look us all over?
Oh, no. No, I'd rather not.
Oh. Well, of course, if that's the way you feel about it, it's all right with me.
Okay, we're gonna pour this one.
Anyhow, let's all have a little drinky just for good luck, huh?
Before we pour it, we're actually gonna clean this out because
and that's that.
if you remember, I was getting a little wild and I got part A in here already.
I'll do more than that. I'll take back
Don't
all I
want that to
said.
be messing up our
Now,
puppy paw
look,
here.
we're old friends. I always liked you two guys. Now, this is no time for hard feelings. Let's shake.
Okay.
You're a
feel like
great
that looks
scout,
probably
Jean.
okay.
You're no slouch yourself. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll be seeing you.
Oh, Jean,
What?
just a moment. Here are your gloves. Take them with you so you don't have to come back after them.
Thanks.
Are you sure you got
Alright.
everything? You didn't
Okay,
find a
we're pouring a
horse
little bit
around
in
here,
here.
did you?
We're gonna do the paws, kind of halfway,
Oh, Polaire,
or the pads, paw pads, little
how
beans.
about taking your wedding present from me now?
Oh, Jean.
It's not
Yes, why not?
fully
Oh, you're
ready.
crazy.
No, I want you to have them. That's my
Oh, no, I
business.
couldn't possibly.
But I want you to have them. I'm sorry you
I think
didn't
I
get
might
me
pour
out
just a
in
little
time.
more to make sure this is all connected here.
Hello, darling.
Where's your father? Isn't he coming?
Oh, he preferred that I brought it to him. You don't mind, darling, do you?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Because then we're gonna put
I'm scared, but I
Roosevelt
don't
in
mind.
there.
I'll get your coat.
But
I feel just
Before
like
we
a
do
mama, and
that-
I hope you appreciate it. I do.
How do you do, Mr.
it
Emery?
says fill
How do you do?
the
I think
cavity.
congratulations are in order.
Yes, they are.
Yes, I haven't seen you since the day of the big wind.
Fill the cavity halfway. Slide photos
I don't know
in.
why I should be so excited about a
I
wedding when I think of all
forgot.
the
It's
times I
been
could've
so
got married.
long. Okay,
Yes.
we're
Good
gonna
luck, old
slide this photo
dear.
of Roosevelt in here.
Thanks, Jean, for everything.
Don't mention
And
it.
Come
just
on,
kind of
Blair.
push him down.
I want my badge on.
He's
Why?
not gonna go very
I don't know
far
why. She's
because
cool enough to
we
believe in the
don't
whole
have a
thing.
ton of
So
room.
am I.
You don't want your bat down. Come on.
Goodbye, Captain. Good luck. Without my badge on, I'm not
But we're gonna try to get the corners down at
Now,
least,
Miss
and then pour
Forehead,
some
you can
more
have your
for
little
him.
drinky. I'll open up a pint for you.
Pints. What teetotaler ever invented pints? Did you break anything?
No, but I will.
I think before we do too much more, I want to add some glitter. Or something
Now,
fun like
wait here and I'll
that.
go and find Father.
I'm scared. I know you think I'm not half good enough for you.
Oh,
There's
darling.
some little flowers, maybe? We'll do flowers. Okay. Here's a pink flower, or gold,
Miss Gwynn, my father.
green,
How do you do,
blue.
Miss Gwynn?
How do you do, Miss Denley?
Maybe we'll do a flower in each of the
Hey, what?
pads.
Yeah. Just a minute. Come on. Oh, you join us later. Oh, I want to
Never mind,
Father.
Do as I say. You see, Miss Gwynn, I wanted a few minutes
Oh,
with you
here's a
alone.
pink one.
Will you give me
Okay,
some tea?
those are cute.
Why,
Let's
yes,
do
of
those.
course.
Strong with cream and sugar.
So we're gonna drop these cute flowers. I don't know if you can see them.
Well, I'll open another
We're gonna
pint.
put them in each
They're
of
both
the
full air,
paw
but you won't
pads
mind.
underneath
enough.
the
You've
picture.
had what? I've had
So
enough.
it,
I'm going home. Well, I never knew you to stop
you
on
know,
one
kind
drink
of looks
before.
interesting on the back
I'll make a taxi,
side.
please. I'll be right down.
Because what I'm
What are you
realizing,
up
now
to?
that I'm doing
Ask me no
this,
questions, I'll tell you no
is the
lies.
back is
Where
just
are
gonna be
your
like
pearls?
a
My pearls? Oh, Paul got them. Paul gave them back to
nothing,
you.
a white
Oh,
square
they're
here.
so sore. Well, I haven't
So I
got them,
want
have I?
something of
They must have put 'em
interest.
down someplace. Well, if I did, you keep them there.
When
Say,
you
I
turn
can't
this
understand why you're so
keychain
careless
around.
about real pearls. Well, why should I worry? They're safe here, aren't they? You're up to something. Oh, what would I be? I don't know. But you're not going to leave this place till you
She's
find
always
those
up to
pearls.
something.
A great fortune needs a serious master. That's why I can't leave my money to my son.
Can't you?
Day hasn't shown himself very serious.
I've never cared about money. Well, you
Let's
see, they're not here. They
a
must be
few
here. I
more.
saw Paul there giving back to you. I was standing right there. It's very funny to me that they're not around. Gee!
In the bigger paw.
Hello? Hello, operator.
Design it on the
Now,
fly.
get this.
Okay.
Miss Lawrence is on her way downstairs for a taxi cab. You send an elevator boy out to get the address she gives the driver.
Let's see.
Yeah, now I'll wait here.
But I'm glad Day's made up
There
his
we go.
mind to
We'll
marry
put
his
these
love.
guys
No matter who.
underneath
So long as she marries him for himself,
the
not
picture
for his money.
of
I
Rosie.
didn't realize Dave would be giving up so much.
Roosevelt, the pup. Roosevelt's
not
full
that I
name
mind
is
myself.
Roosevelt Digby Baggins.
But it's
so
hard on him.
deal
No,
with
it's good
that.
for him to want anyone as much as he wants you.
Let's put this guy right here.
And now that I've seen you, I shan't interfere.
Girl, I am making a mess
Thank
of this
you.
situation,
Shall we
but
call Day
that's
now?
okay because
Yes,
we're
please do.
learning
Hello?
and having
What's
a
that address?
blast
What?
while doing it.
Call me
Okay,
a taxi.
so we'll put those little flowers right there. We'll move Roosevelt's photo back kind of to the middle
I'm
here.
trouble you for my purse. No. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to trouble you for my purse.
Puppy pads. Okay. I think we're done with that design. Now I'm gonna pour the rest up here, and then we're gonna let the bubbles come up for. I think we wait for 5 minutes here.
You're a great scout, Father.
I'm
When can we get married?
Pour this, but
Isn't
I'm
that
make
for
sure
the
there's
young lady
enough
to
in
say?
there.
Oh, I'm ready anytime.
Oh, darling. Why, beg pardon, sir.
Miss Willie?
There's a Miss Lawrence here asking to
Okay,
see Miss
that
Gwynn.
should be
Lawrence?
enough.
What's she doing here?
I'm gonna
Why, I
move
can't
this
imagine.
picture
Friend of
just a
yours?
little more
Oh,
up.
yes. Can she wait somewhere?
She says her business is most urgent, miss.
Well, ask the young lady to come in.
All right.
Will you come this way,
Okay.
please?
Of course, it just kills me to interrupt this session, but I'm afraid I'll have to trouble you for my...
I don't know. This is what my face is.
Oh.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay,
Oh, I beg your pardon.
so we'll put Roosevelt right here to
Miss
cure,
Lawrence, my father.
and we're gonna wait
How
10
do
minutes.
you
How do you do?
do?
We just put our
I
timer
thought you
on.
said you had urgent business here, Jean. Yes, it can wait.
So after these are ready to cure, it's gonna
Why don't you
be
go down this street?
like a 12-hour wait, and then
Why don't you go through the park?
a
Oh, it's just the same
little
any place
window
you go,
says
lady. Don't even
to
worry about
put it in
the
the
traffic.
freezer. So
Indeed. Yes, you'll point it out to me at the
we have a chat. Game Sheriff says, "Why was Roosevelt given the middle name Digby?" Great question, Game Sheriffs. You always come in with the good questions. So obviously, Baggins is of the Hobbit fame.
and I'll
But
never forget a
Digby
thing.
is actually
Is that all you
from
can say, Jean?
a great
Is that an all
oops.
right thing to
Sorry, I'm
say?
getting this glitter in
Sure.
here.
Only you came a
A
long
sketch
way
show.
to
There's
say
a
it.
character on a sketch show that I love. The sketch show is called That Mitchell and Webb Look, and the character is Sir Digby Chicken Caesar.
Was about a year ago.
And he's like a Sherlock Holmes type character, but he's like this homeless drunk guy, and his character is just incredible. So I took his middle name, so Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. So Roosevelt is Roosevelt Digby Baggins. So that's where Digby comes from.
Fantastic.
What do you want?
Another friend?
Why, yes,
I don't know how
but
you
don't
all
have to
name
ring the
your
doorbell. Come on, Jean.
pets, but mine is
What's your hurry?
has a full
Ask the
names.
young lady to wait.
So
I've just
Roosevelt has
come.
3 names.
I'm sure Mr. Emery doesn't want.
And then, of course, like 1,000 nicknames, I'd say.
Did I get so excited about, darling?
You know what I
that's what
think
I
we
don't know.
might do
But
with
Jean
this
did,
bad
but no
boy
good or
is we
trusty
put some
wouldn't come.
flowers on Roosevelt's paw
You'll
here,
be
but I think we
sorry
might
you pulled that
do a little
one,
glitter
baby.
as
My dear, it's
well,
marvelous.
just to give it,
Where are my pearls?
I don't know,
How should I know where
a
your
little
pearls are?
pizzazz, but I want to do the really
pearls?
fine glitter,
What
so
were you doing with them?
I think we might
That's a long
do
story, and I hate long stories. I'll tell you
maybe
what
just
you
the
were doing with them.
iridescent white
You
glitter.
wanted to wear them here, so you wouldn't think she was a gold digger. You've got genius. I'm sorry, Mr. Emery, but they were real
Dude.
pearls, and real pearls are worth money.
We put it upside, do you ever just open it upside down? That's fun.
It's
definitely helpful.
Gone far enough. She's trying to make me out a thief. I never thought of such a thing. You must be crazy. I'm not crazy, and I'm not a thief. I gave you back those pearls, and you know it perfectly well. Why, Shasty saw me do it. Shasty!
Wow, these girls used to be best friends, and now they just
Come on
can't
in here with
stand
me,
each
Shasty. There's
other.
going to be trouble. Oh, I know it.
So sad.
Shasty, he saw me give her those
Okay,
pearls.
we
Well,
gonna
I
try
haven't
to
got
put
them,
these
have I?
back together,
Of
even
all
though we
the
did upside
low-down
down.
slip-ups, you know perfectly well those pearls are in your bag right this minute. Oh, are they? All right. Well, are they here? Are they there? Well, you must have them somewhere on you. Well, search me then.
This is a grave charge you've made, Miss Lawrence.
It's a grave charge they've made against me. Fancy me framing an old friend.
Couldn't they have fallen inside your dress? I think you'd better look.
Do you? All right, I will. Well, I'll help you. No, thanks. No, I'll search myself. Now, watch closely, Mr. Emery. See that I don't pull any Houdini tricks. Look, is it there? Is it
I
there?
don't know. This lady's, I bet it's in her dress.
Now are you satisfied? You're laughing at it. I can't help it. Now let's
Naughty.
just pull air. No, I wouldn't be bothered. Pull air's got to be cleared. Not Jane's way. I couldn't. Well, we don't have to go that far with you.
Miss Gwynn.
The whole time!
You.
They were in her pocket.
There, dear. So you didn't give them back.
Of course I gave them back, and see? Jane, what are you thinking?
Oh, I'm thinking this is the rottenest, vilest mess I've ever seen.
Oh, the movie is supposed to have sound.
I
Yes.
see. Well, you better think more than that, Jay, and be quick about it. What else is there for him to think? It is a rotten, vile mess, but that's what you get for playing around with our kind. I'm glad it happened now instead of later.
Well,
I must have been crazy to think of marrying you.
Blair.
can you hear the sound of the movie now?
Where's she gone? Has she gone to your place?
I'd give it time to cool off if I were you, and if I were you,
Well, what?
I'd watch out for my father. What?
In the presence of the family and intimate friends, including the Duke and Duchess of Ainsley, the Duchess being Mr. Emery's daughter by a former
Well,
marriage. Mr.
It
Day Emery
seems like
will
every
act
time I
as
try to
his
throw a
father's best
movie on
man.
here, like the sound goes out
Have you
halfway
the ring,
through,
Mr. Day? Yes,
or
I've got the ring.
just period
And the
doesn't show
bride
up.
will be given away by
So I'm
her mother.
obviously doing
Oh,
something
fine.
ridiculous with this
Just a
sound.
moment.
Yes, my love.
I don't know why it is, but I don't seem to be able to remember my mother's name.
Your mother is Mrs.
It's weird because my sound bar here, it's in the mixer,
Your father
it's
is Colonel
playing.
Randolph Hill of Kansas City.
My father's dead.
Your mother's husband may be dead.
But your father is Colonel Randolph Hill of Kansas City.
Well, anyhow.
Oh, now, sir, about placing the string quartet. Oh, yes, I'll come at once. Excuse me, dear. Come with me, Dave. Yes, Father. Pardon.
Georgette, dearie, come here.
In here, please.
Hey, wait a minute. We didn't come for the wedding. We came to see Miss Lawrence.
I don't know what's
And
going
we'll
on with this
see Miss
sound.
Lawrence.
Oh, will you waken the library lady? I'll tell Miss Lawrence that you are here. But who should I say?
Has it changed? Is the sound on now?
Miss Sears and Miss Buck.
I feel like this
of
might be
Sears
futile.
Roebuck.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Game Sheriffs. We got it. So we had to make sure it had the
Are you sure you want to go through
output and the monitor on, because I can hear my monitor, but I could not hear it. Or you all couldn't hear it in the output. So, thank you, Game Sheriffs.
Hey, listen. Do you think there are any detectives around here to put us out? No, they're earning their money drinking the bride's health.
Okay, it has been 10 minutes on this guy, a little more actually. So we'll check for the last bubbles. We'll pop these here. There's just a few around the corners.
All the snow seeds.
A couple big ones
Hey,
here.
cut out the personal remarks and tell me what you two guys are doing here. I want my bad done. Yeah, Jean, give it to her so she won't be so nervous on the water. Water? What water? We're going to Paris. Paris? Yeah. We're taking the Isle de France, too. When? Today. About the
This
time
one
you're
has
being
little
made an
tiny
honest
bubbles
woman.
around the sides
Oh, gee,
here.
that's great, isn't it? Sure, it's
So
great.
mix this
So if you
around.
don't mind coming across. Sure, I'll come across. Georgette, donnez-moi le boîte de bijoux. C'est tout pour mademoiselle? Oui, c'est tout maintenant. Et allez-vous, allez-vous. Et faites attention pour les... Okay, la French, as she is spoke. 10 lessons for 10 cents.
It's interesting how some of these bubbles just like
Allez-vous. Oui, madame. I had about all the luck I could stand
sink to
just
the
now. I don't know what to
bottom.
do with it
It's
anymore.
wild.
Yeah, but you have fun in Paris, huh? That's what we're going for. Yeah, when people have fun together, that's something, isn't it? Sometimes I think that's all there is. So do I. Sometimes.
This one we really didn't fill as probably much as we should
You
have.
always
It
like
looks
that
a
kind
little
of junk, Gene.
low.
Couldn't you got some good preferred stock instead? Here, thanks. You brought me lots of luck, I'll say.
Okay, let's
I guess
just
it was
take
luck.
a really close
Let's have a
look
little
at
drinky.
this.
Just to
Make
say
sure we're
goodbye.
getting all the
I see
bubbles.
why
'Cause
not. All right,
once
all
we're
right.
done with this step on this one,
Oh,
we are
that's what we
going to cover it,
Fine.
Mr. Emory asked me
and
to tell you
then it's
that
going
the
to
guests
cure
are
for
arriving
12
with Laura.
hours.
All right, that's fine, thanks.
So this is the last step for this guy. I'm also going to move the glitter around a little
Perry.
more, just
How
to
long
make
is
sure
it
it's
over?
more
Oh, and
evenly
Ronnie's the same good?
distributed.
We haven't made any plans except for catching the boat, and we'll have to step on us to do that. Let's have one more little drinky on our late friend. Before we bury her. What do you mean, bury me? I mean, bury you.
Big bubble out of that one. I think that's probably good.
So when
Looks
those
like
two
there's a bubble
Italian
down
aviators
here.
said to me, why don't we all go to Paris? I said, sure, why don't we all go to Paris? So we're all going to Paris. And if they don't even have half of what they say, they own everything in Paris except one of the bridges across the river. Yeah, we're sailing too. Yeah? On Mr.
Hey,
Emery's
that's
yacht.
our alarm.
Well, now you're not going to compare Mr.
I think we're
Emery's yacht
golden with
the Ile de
those.
France. Why, they've got lifeboats bigger than his whole boat. We're going to our own island
So,
for our honeymoon.
That's
Mr.
our
Emery
finished
owns all of it.
product
Too much
before
real estate for
curing
investment.
for Wario.
Wouldn't you want some chopped
We have
suey
some
at
glitter,
2 a.m.?
some
This premise is
sadness,
very romantic.
not that many
There's lots
bubbles,
of
but a
quail
few
on our
bubbles.
island. You can get plenty of quail in Paris. Yeah,
So
well, I got
we're
something you
gonna
can't get in
cover
Paris. What?
this
I got $1
guy
million.
with something.
Clear and free in my own name and my own bank.
just so we don't get any dust or extra pieces of glitter or whatever in these.
Not as much as I like selling around with you two guys.
What I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna take this piece of paper
Why'd you want to marry
and cover it.
Well, that was
I'm gonna
different.
put it
He
over
liked the
here,
quarterback. Yeah.
kind of off camera.
He was a fine one. He was really off day.
Other side of my desk. Cover that up.
Anyhow.
Set alarm real fast because I know I'm gonna forget.
What was that? It's the three of us against one of them.
So 12 hours from
I pulled
now,
that pearl trick on you. We won't talk
tomorrow,
about that.
basically
we
tomorrow
won't talk
morning,
about it. Anyhow, it got me
for
someplace.
breakfast
Oh, wasn't
style,
that? It was my
we'll
bad
check that one.
time. Ooh, look at all the people.
See how it looks.
Oh, where's
So
Bertha
next
going?
up for
Maybe it's a fire.
the Roosevelt paw here, we are gonna just see what bubbles we can get out, and then move some glitter around and give that 10 more minutes, and we're good to go. This one will cure pretty much the same time frame.
I'm sorry. I'm not so sorry for you as I am for myself.
The other thing that we're gonna do when this is finished, after these are cured, is we're gonna take some sandpaper and just make them a little smoother, and then we can kind of sand off if there's any extra little, you know,
I'm still young.
tails
I'm
or
still
something here
beautiful.
because I
I have
over-poured.
everything.
We can sand those off too.
Promise I give up all my good times for that old fluff. Young girls all just have to pay for their mistakes.
Got a big
Poor
bubble
Jean,
here.
she wishes she
Try
was
to
going
get
to
rid of.
Paris with us, don't you, Jean? Well, maybe I do. Hey, you ready to throw her? Oh, yes. Well, I'm glad we're going where this stuff grows wild. Yeah, goodbye, Jean. What?
So I'm gonna bring this up close so you can kind of see what I'm up to here.
You're mumbling.
There's
I'm
a few
mumbling.
small bubbles.
We'll think of you
Kind
walk
of by
on your island
Roosevelt's
all covered with
face.
whale whenever we eat one.
Pop those.
We gotta go. No, don't go. We gotta. Now, come on, Jean, you buck up. Oh, yeah, we can't leave you like this. No, you
It
can't.
also just looks like a huge bubble, even though it's not, but where the
Jane, you can't leave me standing the way I really would.
jewels are.
Oh, no, Jean, you gotta
At
get
least I don't
married.
think is a bubble. Oh my gosh, that'd be kind of wild bubbles. These edges.
Well, when you got $1 million and all that
Bubble.
junk, why be a hog? Why be a hog? That's what I said. Yes, come on, let's go. Come on, we go. Come on, we go.
Let me see.
Well, go
Sorry,
down.
I'm off the screen for a second.
Yes, out there. Come on, there's people. We go
So I
for
kind
that.
of overfilled this guy a little bit.
Come on, you're waiting. Come on,
He's looking okay. You can see the iridescent glitter on the top.
You two go on. I'll meet you in the taxi.
So we'll wait for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna put a little more glitter, I think.
Well, what is it to you about?
You might have listened to me.
Roosevelt
I have so
here.
much to tell you, and I won't be any good until I've said it.
What can you say that would change anything now?
But at least give me the satisfaction of telling you that I can't get you out of my mind. I'll go in there and make sure myself.
Oh, please, sir. It's very unlucky for the bridegroom to speak to the bride before the ceremony.
Oh, I'm too old for such nonsense, and the guests are waiting.
Hang on to that door out there. I don't trust these old-fashioned locks.
Okay.
Cough. What is it?
Are you nearly ready, my love?
That's just a
Am I ready?
ton of
Yes,
glitter.
I'll be ready in 2 minutes. How does she go? Where's my dress? Where's my dress? Dress more or less.
So
never
we'll wait
bothered
10
you
more
before.
minutes, let any bubbles come up here for Roosevelt, and then
Take it.
we'll put these to cure.
It's Susan's bed. Come on.
Can't you forgive me?
Sure.
Let's catch up with our gals
forgive me.
getting married over
No,
here.
it stops there. Marry a nice girl, Jay, and get a horse.
We can't talk here now. You gotta let me see you again.
Hey,
Try and find me.
Blair, come back. Hey.
Father, I love her. No, Mom. My boys are trouble enough. I know there's trouble enough.
The roughest crossing I ever
Sad.
had. Oh, you witch doctor talk of that sap. Don't you call him a sap. Now quit snapping, you. Come on, Robin, I'm gonna go. Get on.
No, you don't, Jean. What about Jean? Oh, I don't know. She spoke to me and she's gone. Gone where? I don't know. Dave, what do you think? What does it mean? I don't know. But I'm going to find out.
Oh, I'm dying. I'll never be the same. Oh, the jewels. Where are the jewels? If you get... Oh, I'll repent for this. I wish I'd never...
There's our ladies. Same shot as we started.
I love him, and I'm never going to see him again.
Drive right through that next traffic stop. If I drive through the lights, they'll pinch me. If you don't drive through the lights, I'll kill you. Take your choice.
Whoever gave me the job of managing you two.
So they're super drunk.
But why?
And you dared me to find you.
Yes, but now what?
And you told me to marry a nice girl.
I'm not a nice girl. I'm not a nice girl. I'm not a nice girl.
You've always said that, and I've never believed you.
Hey, you! You know, I only give
Yeah,
you a good
don't believe
bowling
women
out
when
for
they tell
walking
you
out of your
things.
father's wedding. You should ball him out. Sure, wasn't I almost his mama? Hey, isn't that my bracelet? Well, sure, it's a bracelet Pop's left me. Oh, Jean, for the love of Pete. Well, it looks like it. About that trip to Rome, huh?
Well,
You can have the bracelet. You know, I'm sure I've met you before. I never forget a face, and you are good looking, you know. Come here, I want to talk.
The end. Okay. I mean, sure. It was an interesting film. I think it's a good lesson in history. It's very strange how the women were just completely pitted against each other, but of course they were. I also didn't really find that these characters are incredibly distinct. I wanted, like, very distinct personalities. They all kind of had a lot of similarities, but I really loved some of the humor. Of course, the fashion was beautiful. So, you know, it's a fun little find. A little public domain find. So, sure, why not? So that was The Greeks had a word for it / Three Broadway Girls. I still don't really know the joke behind that. Let's see if we understand what that even means. I'm sure there's a reference to The Greeks had a word for it. I think it was the original play. But what is the deal with the joke? I don't know. I mean, it's obviously risque, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll have an update. We'll have a Resin update and figure out the title of that movie update. Okay. We are about 1 minute away from finishing the last few bubbles on our Roosevelt paw piece. Wario is already curing. We're done with our movie. So we'll just get the last few bubbles out here. Let's see if we can get a better view of it. So there's a few bubbles here. They're very tiny. So we're just going to kind of go around the edges and kind of get those out. There's 1 or 2 tiny ones in the middle. It's interesting. You have to like push them out as if they were like solid pieces in here. Look from this side, make sure we're not missing anything. Push the Roosevelt picture down a little bit. I think it's looking pretty okay. It's kind of domey on the top because we overfilled, but I don't know. I think it looks pretty awesome. So for this one, I'm gonna be a little careful when I cover it because we definitely do not want the dome thing to get in the way. Let's find something I can cover this with. I just have like pieces of plastic that the glitter came in, so I think that's what I'll use for that. I'll just kind of bubble it up a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing over here. I'm just gonna put the plastic like that on top. Let it sit. Take another quick peek at our Warios. They're looking pretty great. I'm actually really pleased with what the Wario blocks. And so the goal is to let these cure and then to drill a little hole in them and create some keychains with those. So I'm pretty stoked about what the Wario keychains are going to come out with. All right, we did it. That is stream done. We watched an old classic film. We did some crafts. We hung out with our cool guy Wario. We met my puppy dog. I think that's it. So we're going to sign off. All right, have a really great night. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me on my stream. I'm Fat and Crafty. I'll see you next time.